Hey guys, Cassie here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be, if it isn't already obvious, I'm going to be doing some flip throughs of my sketchbooks and finished pieces. This was a request by one of my wonderful subscribers, Wendy Kaisery. I hope I'm saying that right. But she wanted to see some of my finished original pieces, things that I have drawn myself. I did a flip through of my coloring pages, my completed coloring pages, and she asked me to do some original artwork. And I am more than happy to do that. But before I start, I just want to say that I have a little list over here of some requests that I've gotten from all of my wonderful subscribers, and I just want to let you guys know that if you have a request or anything that you would like to see me do, if it is in my skill level or my ability to do it, I would be more than happy to do it. I can't promise you that I will be able to get around to it quickly because I have kids, I'm moving, and I have other obligations and other projects that I want to work on as well. But if you have a request, if you have something you'd like to see me do or show, if I can, if I'm able, I will put it on my checklist and I will get around to it at some point. So as of right now, let's see, I have a skin tone tutorial for my latest sketchbook drawing video. I also have another skin. Somebody else wanted to see me do the skin on one of my other drawings. Somebody wanted me to do a light reflection and a moon. And I think that's everything right now. I already did a flip through of Serene, so if you want to see that, you can go check that out. It's on my channel as well. So if I missed you, or if you have any new requests or any ideas of anything you'd like me to do, just let me know. Okay, and one last thing before I get started with the sketchbooks and finished pieces. Let me not drag my little mat here away, my lovely X-Acto mat, and I'm so sorry, my desk is an absolute mess. But I just wanted to give a shout out to two wonderful people that I have met and I have been watching their streams for a while now. Color and Chat with Sammy Adult Coloring. If you don't know who Color and Chat with Sammy is, and if you found me, then you probably already know who she is. But if you haven't, please go check her out. She is so awesome. She's so skilled and so sweet, and everybody in her stream is always so kind and welcoming and friendly. So go check her out. And Coloring with Vicky, Adult Coloring Channel. Again, Vicky is amazing. She colors some gorgeous pictures. I love everything that she does, and her chat is super, super friendly too. Same thing with Sammy, just a wonderful, warm place to be. So if you don't know Vicky and you haven't seen her channel, which again, if you know mine, you probably already do, but if you don't, please go over there and give her some love, and Sammy too, because they're both so, so wonderful, and I just love them. All right, so let's see. I wanted to show this quickly. If you've seen this video, I've already done a flip through of this particular sketchbook. It is on my channel. I'm standing up for a second because I want to make sure I can flip the pages. But yeah, this one has already been flipped through. So if you haven't watched that, it's quite a few videos back. So you can go check that out if you want to see this one. A little sneak peek. I have some pictures that I did when I was a kid, and I also have some more recent sketches. So, but there's a complete flip through of this book if you want to see that on my channel. Okay, so let me start with this one, and I'm not going to do a complete flip of every single one of them. Reason being is that would take way too long, and I'm already taking a long time on this video as it is, and I'm constantly looking up to see if I'm on camera, so I'm so sorry if you hear my voice all over the place. So, okay, I'm in the horrible, horrible habit of not dating my drawings, so we'll just see how this goes. Well, okay, I lied. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So, a lot of these are just sketches that I really enjoy or that I'm proud of, so I don't know how much I'm going to have to say about them. So I'm just going to do kind of a flip, and if something comes to mind, I will say it. If not, I'll just keep on moving. So this one, actually, my husband was so proud of this one. I had left it on the kitchen table because that's where I was sketching that day, and he came in and saw it, and he snapped a picture of it and put it on his Facebook. So that really just made me grin. And this one is just one that I thought was kind of pretty. And the pose I got out of one of my art books. I can't remember which one, but it's not an original, like the pose itself. I definitely used a reference for. But this is just practice anyway, so. And you'll find like my sketchbooks. I need to have a practice sketchbook and a pretty sketchbook because as of right now, I have sketchbooks that have like nicer pictures like this in there, and then mixed in with just practice sketches and unfinished sketches and everything. So I think I'm gonna go get me a sketchbook just for finished pretty sketches like this because I like to have it all collected in one area, and then the practice off in another book. But yeah, not much to say about this one. Just practicing the little curly swirls. Her eye's kind of wonky, but the rest is not bad. And I'm kind of keeping track of the ones I want to show with these Christmas cards. Kind of lame, but so I'm pretty happy with this one. I do not like how smushed in her face is. I wish I would have brought her nose out a little bit more, but the rest I was kind of happy with. Looks kind of like one of those little, what do you call them? Cameos. So I'm happy with the hair as well. Okay. This one is one that I liked. I got it out of a fashion magazine, I believe. And I just kind of liked, I think I did pretty well with the positioning of her head and shoulders. I'm still very, very new at doing posing and things like that. These are kind of, this one says February 4th, 2013, so these are pretty old. Okay, and this one is just a face that I did. And I'm showing this one because I actually did a watercolor portrait with this one, but I am so sorry, I don't know where it is right now. But hopefully I can find it and show it on here at some point because I was pretty happy with that. It's the first time I've ever done a watercolor. That is the first sketchbook. And I'm not showing these in any particular order, just whichever one is, well, I'm kind of trying to show them in order of when I got them, but you know, it'll be what it is. All right, this one is, I don't have a date, but this one is one of the very first finished sketches that I ever did. Once my skill level got up to par where I was actually enjoying what I was drawing. I went through a very long period of time where I hated everything that I drew. Mainly when I first started trying to draw again in my mid to late 20s, and I'm 37 now, so it's kind of been a roller coaster. But this one I was just super proud of whenever I was able to accomplish this. You know, the face proportions are pretty good, the shading's pretty good, and the roses, of course, I'm especially proud of. That one is the only one in that book that I'm going to show. The rest are garbage. So let's see here. I'm going to show some loose sketches next, because I don't always keep my sketches in place or in a sketchbook. So this one I really love. She looks like she's going through some kind of spooky woods or something. But I'm happy with the face, and this one is probably from, I want to say 2015, and I've never ever done anything with her as far as coloring, and I really want to. I actually attempted to make a line art and finished like the dress and everything, but I don't know, I'm kind of undecided about the trees in the background, and then when I tried to ink it, it did not look the same. I mean, look at the face and how much different and lively this one is compared to this one. So we'll see if I can't fix that. I'm not gonna scrap this one because I can't bring myself to do it, because this was a lot of work, but I'm definitely gonna redo this one at some point, and you'll probably see a finished piece of this at some point on my channel. And I'm trying to figure out where to put these things. So this is a fairy that I did a while back. This was probably around 2013 as well. Not much to say about it. I liked it. I like the way that, I like the way that the flow of it. Not sure what to do with it. Not sure if I'll ever do anything with it again. This is a border. I don't know if you can see that. Let me stand up for a minute. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I can't bring it up to the camera anymore, but you can kind of see it's my first attempt at kind of like a fantasy border, and I would like to do something with this at some point. I'm going to move this aside. Okay, and here is a mermaid that I did that I really liked. I want to do something with her as well. Don't know what yet, but I plan on making this into a finished piece at some point. I'm going to say it's at some point a lot. This is one of the very first portraits faces that I did that I was happy with. This, I believe, was before the girl with the roses, and it was whenever I was actually starting to get the proportions down with the stylized way of drawing faces and eyes. I like this. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it, but I keep it around because it makes me smile, because whenever I look at it, I know, hey, that's when you're starting to get the hang of this. And the last loose one is actually a abandoned / work in progress. I kind of forget about her, and then I remember that, hey, she looks pretty awesome. I like what I did with the, there's a spot right there, but I like what I did with the little sash or cloth or whatever, and then the lilies mixed in. I'm just really, really proud of this one, and what kind of made me stop working on her was the way that I outlined the hair. It's supposed to be hair, you guys, but it looks kind of like a head wrap, so I don't know what to do about it. And I'm not redoing it because this was a lot, this skin, to get it this smooth, it was a lot of product. A lot of my Prismacolors went down on that. So, but I want to do something with this. I'm sorry. That was horrible. I want to do something with this eventually. So, you'll probably see her again. I'm proud of her. The next one is the only one that I will show in this book at this point. And please ignore all the weird little dragonflies and stuff in the background. It's a fairy, and I kind of I couldn't figure out what to do with her. So I tried a background, and it didn't work out very well. But I do love the way that I drew the fairy and the wings and everything. So I think at some point I will maybe transfer her to a different piece of paper and try another background. But I like the cute little pixie cut. I don't often do short hair But I think I need to, I don't know, I think I need to beef it up a little bit. She doesn't have enough volume in her hair. But I'm pretty proud of this one. I'm pretty proud of how symmetrical I got the eyes, which is something that I'm very not great at. But she needs some work. She needs a little bit more hair, I think. But I'm happy with that one. That one's a very early one too. Probably 2013. Okay, next up is this one. And I think I'm just going to stand up for good because this is hard sitting and trying to make sure that I'm on camera and not bumping the tripod here. Okay, so this one is one that I'm proud of to an extent. There's definitely things wrong with it, but I was going for more of a kind of a semi-realism here, and I think I did okay. This one I'm showing because I really like the hair. I think she looks like Rapunzel. Wonky eyes. See me and my eye symmetry. Don't look at this one, it's horrible. Yeah, this one. Guys, this one is definitely going to show up at some point. It's a girl with some daffodils, and I'm just really happy with her. This was kind of a fluke. I was having a bad drawing week, and then, you know, I just sat down and said, oh, I don't care. I'm just going to try it. And this just popped out. Isn't that always the way? But, yeah. Oh, this one was 2015. I did date that one. This is another one that I like. More of a stylized. The girl with the daffodils just now was kind of a semi-realistic style. This one is a stylized, I think she looks a little like Megara from Hercules, but I enjoy her. I was going for a Grecian hairstyle, and I like her. So I'll probably end up coloring her too at some point. Here is a fan art of Snow White. This is whenever I had decided I was going to do all the Disney princesses, and then I didn't. But I really like this one, and I want to do something with it. So I'm going to finish out I finished these. These are apple blossoms because, you know, Snow White and apples. So I need to finish out. I was going to add some over here and over here. So I'm going to finish this one up, I think, and color her. But I like her eyes as well. They look very big and open. And this one is a girl in like a, I don't know, a 40s kind of hat. These circles are going to be flowers, some kind of flowers. And I think she's turning out pretty cute. So I'm definitely going to do something with her. Here's one of my favorite mermaids I've ever drawn. And I regret making her black and white. It was a new thing I was trying, kind of like a grayscale kick that I was on. But I have the original line art that I did for this one, so I'm probably going to make this a color piece at some point. I didn't even finish shading in all this because I'm just like, I'm gonna do something special with this one. I just really love her. And here is my angel. You've probably seen this one in a past video. I did a video where I was finishing up her wings. I did her hair and her skin and then just left it for the longest time. And finished it up, yeah, last year, 2019. Nothing else in that one. Nothing else worth seeing anyway. All right, so before I move on to my two most recent sketchbooks, I'm going to show you some of my finished pieces. These are pieces that I have completely finished. And of course there's going to be a glare. That is my kind of elvish girl. I am so happy with her. I love her. I will probably, if you recognize her, she is my avatar for my YouTube channel. And I'm just in love with it. I don't mean to brag on myself, but come on now. That's probably some of my best work. That hair is amazing. I love the shiny sheen of the fabric. And I love her sweet face, and it's just so awesome. pretty happy with that one. And you will probably recognize my little witch. She was my very first ever YouTube video. As the mermaid that I did when I did my husband does my voiceover video. This one is on my Instagram. And I love her, little girl with a fox. The only thing I don't like about this one is the fact that I did this green background. I think it would have been better with like a beigey, antique-y looking background, just from the, you know, the style of the picture. Her with her fingerless gloves and her little, you know, her little choker there. I just think it would have been better had I done an earthy background, but I just love the way that her eyes turned out and her hair, and I'm pretty proud of the fox. I have not drawn a lot of animals, but foxes are hard to draw, and I'm pretty happy with that. Have a video on this one if you're interested. I'm not going to get too into it. It's not my favorite, not my least favorite. It's okay. This one I don't think I have posted anywhere. This one is another little witch I did 3 Halloweens ago, I want to say. But yeah, she's super cute. I love her face and her really like cat looking eyes, and pretty happy with that smooth gradient in the background. The pumpkin seems like kind of an afterthought, but I'm pretty happy with her. So these are the only finished pieces that I managed to squeak out, probably because I've been slack and not worked hard enough, and I will be the first to admit it. Okay. Getting to the end here. I'm going to sit down because my back is hurting. You've probably all seen this sketchbook, and so I'm just going to do a quick flip of it. So there's the first page. It's just a random tree. This started in 2017. And here is one of my other most favorite mermaids. I tried doing a finished piece of her, and it ended up not turning out great. I messed up the tail, so I just gave up on it. But she's still here if I ever want to do anything else with it. Here's a cute little Halloween themed drawing I did. And a pretty angel. This is going to go kind of fast because I don't really have a lot to say about these. They're just sketches. This is my first sketchbook that I tried to do a pretty sketchbook, and then it ended up not. I mean, the first few pages are nice, but you know, there's my lady with the big old hat. That was a profile practice piece gone bad, and so I just covered it up with a hat. Turned out pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. And here is a couple of other ones that I like. More roses. I like roses. I've always wanted to do a masquerade kind of themed piece. The mask is okay. I definitely need practice drawing masks, but that updo is pretty sick. Okay, just random line art for the witch girl. More randomness. A fairy coming out of a jug. I don't know. The ideas that go through my head. Tried to do a forest scene. I don't do many. I like to do a lot of girls, but I want to kind of get into doing like other kinds of scenes and animals as well. I just need a lot of practice with it, but I'm pretty happy with this one. It's just a lot of mushrooms, some crocuses, and I like the mushrooms growing on the trees. And this isn't a bad spread. I did a video on this one, and this is a mermaid that I really like that I probably will end up doing something with. And there's a sketch for the Roses girl. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Like her. The hat's kind of off. I don't know. It's not perfect. It's something that I did while I was watching TV with my husband, but pretty happy with that. And I believe that's pretty much all. You recognize this one from my last video. I'm going to do a skin tutorial on how I did the skin tone coming up soon. And that's it for that sketchbook that's worth showing. And the last is my most recent one that I've been working on. So let's just open her up here. This isn't a bad spread. I don't know what's going on with the coffee mug though. And another one I really like. This one you'll see on Instagram. And this one too. This was an attempt to fill an entire page with an underwater scene, and I got bored. But it's kind of a mess, but I'm still pretty proud of it. Proud of how far I got. And this one, kind of a random castle with a face in the sky and clouds and trying to be all artsy and doing a okay job at it, I guess. Can you see that? I can't tell. My camera's up too high. I'll just stand for the rest of it. And this one. I don't know why I have a marker there. Okay, this one isn't a bad spread. Pretty happy with that one. I like her headdress. And then just some practice with flowers and faces. Here, oh, this one is, I think, one of my favorites. This will definitely be a finished piece. And I have a video of her, my fawn girl. That one is coming up soon. That one will be colored for sure. And I want to say we're coming to the close of our tour. The last one I want to show you is my newest sketch. And I plan on doing, sorry, there's a piece of eraser shaving or something. I plan on doing a lot more with this one. I'm going to do some flowers in her hair, maybe several other butterflies, and maybe some floating petals or something. I don't know. I just love how the little soft expression came out. See, my skill kind of bounces around at this point. I don't have any, what's the word, stability? Or, I don't know, stability is not the word, but you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of it comes and goes, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So, anyway, guys, that closes this video for now. This is all of my most decent work that I've done over the years since I've started back drawing. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button or subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell for future videos. And I will see you guys next time. God bless. Take care and bye.